Sai Ram students, welcome to the first session of chapter 5, that is food safety. Now what is food safety? That means whatever food which we are eating, is it safe or not, whether we are storing it properly or not. So that all is related to the food safety. So last year children, you had learned about the different type of nutrients. So here you can see the children, the picture which is on the screen, it is all grocery items, right children? So it contains dals, pulses, rice, etc. Now see the second picture. The second picture, it contains fish, meat, egg, milk, oil, butter and different types of fruits. The third picture shows you about the different types of vegetables. Now why I am showing you all these pictures? Because all these food items we consume or we eat every day, isn't it children? So last year you had learned about in nutrition and diet about the nutrients. So what are the 6 main nutrients in our food? I hope you remember children, what are the 6 main nutrients in our food? Yes, the 6 main nutrients in our food are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals and fiber. What are the 6 main nutrients children? The 6 main nutrients are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals and fibers. Now what are nutrients? The constituents of the food useful for the growth and the other purposes are called as nutrients. What are nutrients? The constituents of food useful for the growth and other purposes are called nutrients. Now, the 6 main nutrients which we have seen. Now, first nutrient is carbohydrate. So, carbohydrate, in which food items do we get carbohydrates? Rice, wheat, maize, bajra, jawar, etc. Then proteins we get from dal, milk, eggs, fish, meat, etc. Fats from oil, ghee, butter, right children? Minerals we get from milk, salt, spinach, banana. Vitamins we get from the leafy vegetables, milk, papaya. And the last constituent, that is fiber, we get from carrot, sweet corn, etc. So every day whatever food we are having, this food, it contains all these 6 nutrients. So whenever we are having our food, we have a variety of food items on our plate. We have rice, we have dal, we have vegetable, we have roti, isn't it children? So these nutrients which are there in the food, it is necessary for the growth of our body. That is the reason we are having this food which is containing all these nutrients. Now nutrients, they are present in different food items we eat in different proportions. So all the food items whatever we are eating, it contains these nutrients in different proportions. That is the reason we are having all these 6 nutrients. Isn't it children? So all the constituents of food, that is carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals, fiber and water, these are necessary for the growth of our body. Why are these constituents required? These are necessary for the growth of our body. We get the nutrients from food materials like wheat, jawar, pulses, rice, vegetables, fruits, etc. As I had already told you about this. Now you can see the picture over here, children. If you see the first picture, that is the A part, you can see there is a gunny bag and some food grains have come outside that gunny bag, and there is a mice over there who is eating that food grain. Now see the second picture. The second picture, you can see a vendor who is selling the food item which are fried items, isn't it? And a person is taking it. But you can see the place where he is preparing it. Are these food properly covered? Third picture is about the woman. She is selling fruits, isn't it? And a man is purchasing it. So you can see she has sat on the ground, isn't it? So all the dust particles will be there on that fruit items. And the last picture which is there, it is, you can see there are a lot of gunny bags and some food grains have come out of those gunny bags. So these gunny bags, they are not properly stored. So let's have a look at the next item. So what are the factors responsible for the food spoilage? Now, why the food spoils? What are the factors responsible for it? That we are going to see. Wrong handling. That is, what do you mean by wrong handling? Overcooked. If the food item, whichever we are preparing, it is overcooked, then what will happen? It will lose its taste. The nutrients which are present in that food item, it will get lost. So we should not have overcooked food. Improperly stored, like kept in a damp place. So whatever food items we are storing, it should be properly stored in a airtight container. And the place where you are keeping this airtight container, it should not be wet. It should not be moist. The second factor which is there during transportation. Now what happens during transportation? So when the farmer, he takes out the grains and he keeps it ready in the field, the grains, and he's selling it to the wholesaler. So lot of people are involved in this process, from the farmer's field to the wholesaler shop. So during this, many people are involved. So we don't know how they are storing this food, this food item, or how they are taking it during transportation, whether it is properly packed in proper gunny bags, whether it is the gunny bags are moist, whether they are using proper temperature conditions. So all these factors are responsible during the transportation. So the factors responsible for food spoilage are wrong handling, means overcooked, or it is improperly stored, like kept in a damp place. And the other thing is during transportation. Now you can see here, children, the picture of some fruits. Now here, if you see this apple, it looks so fresh, isn't it? Now you can see the apple picture over here next to it. You can compare both these fruits, right? The first fruit, that is the apple, it looks so fresh, and the second apple which is there next to it, it looks like it has been kept for so many days, and then it is not looking fresh also. You can see a black color has come on the skin, right? And you can see some lines also on the fruits. Now see here the mango which is there. See the mango which is next to it. Here you can see again the black color has come on the mango. So what happens? This black color, it comes on the fruit if it is kept for many days. You are not eating it, and if it is kept for many days, so this happens to the fruit. So now let us see the fruit or the skin, it turns black, right? As we saw in the picture right now. The foodstuffs, it gives out a foul or a bad odor. Odor means smell. Now whatever food items, uh, if you don't store it properly in a refrigerator and if you keep it outside, then what will happen? Next day you will get a bad smell, right? And it will not be suitable for us to eat. That's Then the quality of the food material deteriorates. Foodstuffs we consume, whether of animal or plant source, must be of best quality, right? Whatever food we are consuming, it should be of best quality, whether it is from animal source or whether it is from the plant source. So if the food item, it is not of best quality, what will happen? We may fall prey to disease or illness. That means we may get ill or we may get some diseases. Many times you might have seen children that whenever we order some food from outside, many people the next day they complain. Many a times they complain that they have started, they feel like vomiting, their stomach is aching. So what are the reasons for this? Because some food items, it might have got contaminated, and that's the reason they feel like vomiting and they get pain in their stomach. So whatever food item we are having, it should be of the best quality. Otherwise what will happen? We may fall prey to disease or illness. Food is said to be spoiled if there is a change in the odor, color, texture, quality and taste. So from how do we understand that the food is spoiled? So if we take the smell of that food, we can come to know about it. If we see the color of the food item, then we may get idea of it. Seeing the quality of the food, and or else when we taste the food, we come to know that the food is not of good quality. And what happens? There is a loss of nutrient content in that food item. Now you can see here the picture, children. So here you can see vada pav and the other food item, isn't it? So whenever you go out with your family or with your friends, you have some mouth-watering dishes like pani puri, pav bhaji, shev puri, samosa, pizza, burger, pasta. Isn't it, children? These are all your favorite food items which we always, when we go out, we like to have it. But wherever we are having these items, have you ever thought whether it is how it is cooked, how it is served? Mostly, most of the people, they like to eat the street food. But whenever we are having this street food, do we think about these questions? Where are they made? Whether they are served hygienically? Whatever source of water they are using for preparing the food item, is that source of water good? So we have to think about all these things, isn't it, children? So you have to see whether the person who is serving the food item, he has put hand gloves in his hand, the water which they are using, whether it is of good quality or not. Because if we don't take care of all these things, then we may fall ill. So for these reasons, we have to think about all these things before eating any food item at a street, isn't it? Various kinds of changes occur in the food materials. Like I first only I showed you about the picture about the apple turning black, right? The fruit turns black and there is a change in the taste. So whenever you eat that fruit, if the taste change, then you can understand that the fruit is not of good quality or it has become spoiled. The meat becomes sour and the peanut, it becomes rancid. Rancid means if when it becomes old and it is stale, you will get a bad smell of it. And or else if you taste it, you will feel like throwing it out. So These changes occur due to the factors present within the food materials. Food grains, etc., produced in the farms are damaged due to various reasons. The reasons are improper handling, improper storage, improper transportation, etc. So, I had told you that in the previous slide that many people are involved in the transportation. So, it goes from one person to the other, from the farmer's field till the wholesaler shop. So whether they are taking proper storage conditions, whether in the approximate time they are transporting the food item to the wholesaler shop, proper timing they are using or not, proper refrigeration they are using or not, all these factors are responsible for the food spoilage. Foodstuffs like meat and milk are either acidic or alkaline. So they may get spoiled due to the chemical reactions or contact with the metals. Now children, you might have seen many a times the milk, it gets spoiled. So whatever vessel we are using for boiling the milk, it should be cleaned properly. Otherwise, what happens when we boil the milk and if the vessel is not cleaned properly, the milk will get spoiled. Also, we have to take care that whether there was whether there was no electricity in the milkman shop. Because of that also the food may get spoiled, the milk may get spoiled, isn't it? The foodstuffs may be spoiled due to the contamination by microorganisms or insects from the surrounding air, water, or soil. So, you might have seen children in many houses, they store the food items for almost a year, like rice, dal, pulses, etc. So whenever this food items they are stored for a longer time, you might have seen your mummy when she's keeping this rice in an airtight container, she uses boric powder to store it properly. Then the dals and the pulses, they are sun dried. That means whatever moisture is present in that dal or the pulses, so to remove that moisture from these dals and pulses, it is dried under the sun and then it is properly stored. Even the pickles which are made, proper suitable oil is used for storing it so that it doesn't get spoiled. Now if you don't add this boric powder or neem leaves to the rice container, then what will happen? These insects which are present in the surroundings, they get contaminated in the containers which are having this rice. So it is necessary for us to take care of proper storage, otherwise the food will get spoiled, isn't it children? So children, this is what we have seen in this session. So let's recap what we have learned today. First, we saw what are the six main nutrients present in our food. That were carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, and fiber. So we saw examples of each and every nutrient. Then we saw why these nutrients are required. These nutrients, they are required for the proper growth of our body. Then we saw about the factors responsible for spoilage. What are the factors responsible for spoilage? First was wrong handling, second was during transportation. In wrong handling, we saw that the food items which are there, it should not be overcooked, and whatever food items we are storing, it should be kept in a proper place, in a airtight container and a dry place. Then during transportation also the food may get spoiled because of wrong handling. Then we saw about if we don't have the food of best quality, then what will happen? We may fall prey to illness or diseases. So the food spoilage, if it is there, you can understand it by the color, the odor, the texture, the quality, and the taste of the food item. And this food item, it will not be having good nutrients which you should get from the food. There will be a loss of nutrient in it. Then we saw about the some mouth watering items which we should before eating it, we should think whether it is hygienically good or not, whether the water source which was used, it is good. That these all things should be kept in mind before eating any food item on the street. Then we saw about the food items like meat and milk, whether because it contains uh, that is, it is acidic or alkaline, how you should boil it, then how you should uh, store the food items properly, that is the micro from to keep it from the microorganisms or insects. So this is what it was there in this session. So let's meet in the next session. An assignment is given. I hope you all are doing the assignments regularly. Thank you, children.